everyone, I am Maridel Arilon from BPED 2C and I'm going to discuss the essence of technology. The essence of technology. Humanity has ended come a long way from our primitive ways, and as a generated rule, it is said that we are more developed than we were before. Yes, it is the reality because we are adapting the new. Modern humans are reliant on technology. In their search for the good life, we see ways and means from nature to utilize and achieve growth, a goal that we believe would bring forth betterment. And that's the expectation of the human being. In retrospect, this view of technology proves to be goal-oriented. It assumes that it is instrumental in achieving goal in mind, that it is a purposeful, deliberate craft humans steer in order to reach some greater good. In the advent of postmodernism, which is defined as intellectual stance or mode of discourse defined by an attitude of skepticism toward what is considered as a grand narratives and ideologies of modernism, as well as opposition to epistemistic certainty and stability of meaning. Apart from its purpose, what is technology? Was the history of technology brought a purposeful choices for man in his search for the ultimate good? And one philosopher by the name of Martin Heidegger argued that its essence or purpose and being are different from each other. He continued that he was able to expound on this point upon identifying what technology can either be perceived as first, means to achieve man's end, and second, that which constitutes human activity. The second perspective paints technology in such a way that each period reveals a particular character regarding man's being. And now it talks about man's being. In a characteristic design or flaw unfolds based on the precautions brought upon by immersing ourselves with a piece of new technology. So that time, we are immersing ourselves to the new, which is the technology. In effect, through technology, a myriad of new questions begins to mount. So a lot of questions begin. This is not a good thing altogether, though, for technological revelation, but one of the many ways to perceive the world. So, as a new generation, the technology is still developing, and this is now the reality. In the name of growth, we view the world as a field of resources, bent in attributing monetary value on seemingly priceless entities. We categorize nature as renewable and non-renewable, instead of seeing it as it is. Humans are reduced in the amount of productivity they are able to render during their lifetime. And our current It is no wonder that the sciences are one of the most sought after courses, for the opportunities are plenty and the resources are bountiful. Since humans appear not to really know what they are seeking for, the search continues. It is a looming fear, however, that the path we are treading will not take us to the right direction, leading us to an endless circle instead in our pursuit of the good life. This is the danger presented by too much reliance on technology. Humans lost track of things that matter, reducing their surroundings to their economic value. As this presents strong backing by the sciences, whose reverence is also brought upon by our deluded enchantment with technology. It will prove to be a Herculean task to distance ourselves from this perspective and consider alternatives. After all, it was science and technology that gave us explanations which worked for us and benefited us. Rejecting a working, tried and tested process seems foolish, for so knowing that there are no option for equal value. Backtracking the human condition. Technology's initial premises proved to be true, regardless of its ramifications. All in all, the human condition improved only if by improving we measure the level of comfort. Various scientific measure breakthrough and improve lifestyles of those who had the luxury to afford to do so. Different machineries aid in prolonging lives, assisting those with these abilities, honing efficiency in industrial workplaces, and even exploring the universe for places we can thrive once all the Earth's resources are depleted. As to the initial aims, it appears that things really did not much differ. Some They are still trying to discover and rediscover things that would give meaning to their lives, whether it to be honor, strength, or merit. For starters, we might begin with considering other concept which corresponds to the good, such as Aristotle's conception of human flourishing. His notion entertains the idea of holistic enrichment of a person situated in his society. A notable distinction on Aristotle's idea is his subscription and evaluative concept called virtues and their role in achieving the good life.